All right, let's start this episode of Motor Madness a little differently. Oh my God. Someone just came into the parking lot as I was doing that. Ooh! Nice blue BMW M2. Let's see if we can catch that. BMW, I want to see you. Oh, I'm taking way too long. Here we go. Oh, it's still there. Oh, there it goes. I don't know what that color is called. It's really pretty though. So anyways, I didn't really do a proper intro there. I just kind of played around in the garage and then said hello to you guys. But welcome back to another episode and series of episodes of Motor Madness, because I usually record these and then chop them up into little pieces. But I'm back doing some Motor Madness, and apparently it's 80 degrees out right now, which is pretty cool. I'm trying out the setup I tried last time, where it's glasses and then the GoPro on the window. But after editing, I don't know if this setup necessarily is the best. You guys, I need your guys' feedback, because maybe I should try a different angle with the GoPro. I can hear the GoPro wiggling around. I'm not sure if that means it's not. Can't see what you guys can see. Seems fine. And then I've got the Rode microphone and the glasses and all that good stuff. All very good. So we're gonna drive around and just relax and not worry about the technical stuff. But yeah, it's nice out. Apparently it's 80 degrees out right now. It's pretty cool. Well, it's not cool, but that's why it's cool. So, I hear you guys like the BMW M3 GTR, because as of me recording this episode of Motor Madness, we've gained a lot of subscribers, but also the M3 GTR, why the BMW M3 GTR is awesome video has gained like 70,000 views or something crazy. It's at like 74,000 views right now. It's the highest viewed video I have. Originally, that was the R34 GTR importation video, but now it's the M3 GTR by a long ways, by a huge amount. So I figured I'd kind of jump on the bandwagon, because I uploaded, as of me recording today, I uploaded a video in Forza Horizon 4 where I got the M3 GTR, and that got a bunch of views right away as well. So jumping on the bandwagon, let's talk about the M3 GTR just a little bit more. And specifically how I want to build one. I really don't like, I don't, does the GoPro always rattle like that? Hopefully it's fine. GoPro seems fine, it's just rattling around. But, so yeah, M3 GTR stuff. I've tried to respond to every comment I get on the M3 GTR, or just any video in general, because it's not so overwhelming that I can't keep up with it. But I've told most of you guys through the comments and in other videos in the past, so you aren't as likely to have seen them, that I indeed want to build an M3 GTR replica. More specifically, me and the person that is helping me plan the build, we call it an homage car. And so essentially what I want to do is I want to build an E46 M3 that is in functionality basically the same, but using maybe slightly different or slightly newer technologies as a substitute for the things that were used back in the day. So like, because I can't get the original 4-liter P60 B40 V8, I'm going to use an S65. But to make that extra cool and special, I'm going to take parts out of an M3 E92 GT2 and a Z4 GT3, so such as the flat plane crankshaft, pistons, cams, rods, whatever, all the internals. It'll actually help the engine last a lot longer. I'll probably make it dry sump instead of wet sump, and I'll want to supercharge it with a VF Engineering supercharger kit, because why not? Extra power. I'll want to do a PTG carbon fiber wide body kit. I might modify the fender flares a little bit. Maybe not. Who knows? It depends on how much more expensive it is to have a custom mold be made. I mean, the carbon kit is already going to be very, very expensive anyways. But so yeah, S65 supercharged V8. Most important thing about that is the flat plane crankshaft, because that's pretty cool. Oh, there was a nice Mercedes back there. Oh, we won't get to see any of it though, because he's turning. So S65 V8 supercharged, flat plane crank, carbon fiber wide body kit. It'll have the hood, it'll have the bumpers, side skirts, fenders, the wing, maybe even a custom roof. I don't know. Connected to the engine will be a straight cut transmission from Hollinger. I'm thinking like maybe a Hollinger RD6 sequential, which would be really, really cool, because with the Hollinger RD6 you can, when you have a good ECU, you can set it up to oh my god, these roads are freaking terrible. I'm sorry guys. You can tune it so that during gear changes it can cut the engine timing but not cut the fuel. Good throttle response, really fast gear changes, and because you still have the fuel going, you can ignite it when the engine comes back on after like less than half a millisecond, or less than half a second, or whatever it is, however fast a Hollinger RD6 is. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass. The fuel will ignite in the exhaust, and it will make fire out the exhaust, and also make a gunshot sound, which would be freaking awesome. I'm a bit of a showboat. I'm a bit theatrical. I like flames. But there's also a bit of a benefit to tuning it like that because of the throttle response and things like that. So, Hollinger RD6, S65, supercharged, carbon fiber, wide body. Strip the whole interior. Make the car as light as possible. 2,600 to 2,800 pounds would be a nice weight. Look at all these people on the Pentacrest just chilling out. In terms of the interior, I mean, we'll have to replace the gauges with racing gauges. We'll have racing seats, either Sparco, Bride, or Momo, or whatever. I can't remember what I ended up picking. There's not going to be a whole lot going on in terms of the interior, but the most interesting thing on the inside of the car is that I want a roll cage system that is welded to the chassis so that it's pretty rigid but still safe. Because while safety is obviously very important, handling is also pretty important too. And also, I've talked about this in the Why the M3 GTR is so cool video before already, but the welded roll cage system will take care of any chassis integrity issues I might have, and it will also kind of future-proof it for other things, such as the side exhaust I want to do, where I'll be like tunneling through the floor and out the right side skirt to do the GTR style exhaust. That'll probably just be straight piped. I don't see any point in putting catalytic converters on this car because I feel like the engine will just melt any catalytic converters I try to put on. But yeah, I'm thinking BBS wheels. Obviously, I can't get original GTR BBS wheels because those were one-off made for the GTR. Unfortunately, even though they're pretty unique and pretty cool looking. But BBS still makes plenty of other cool wheels. I'll probably make them black. Let's see, what other things do I want to put in the car? I mean, then obviously after that, I want to repaint the car purple. And I recently discovered, and this is how I'm going to segue into the next topic, but I want to repaint the car into what is, I think, pronounced Viola Parcife. I don't know, I need to look up how it's actually pronounced. Hello, officer. but it's a Lamborghini color, and it's essentially the right shade of purple for what I want. It looks really good. It looks really nice in the sun. It looks good at night. It's not too bright. It's not too dark. Viola Parsife. And then I want to put a custom, livery on as well. Kind of like what I put on the cars in Need for Speed and things like that. Which isn't all that surprising because I was first introduced to the M3 GTR in Need for Speed. I've been kind of visualizing my dreams in Need for Speed, and eventually I'm going to make it come into real life. That's not a phrase. Make it a reality. There we go.